Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you a quick overview of Article Hub. This project is developed using Angular as a front end, and for backend I have used ASP.NET, C#, and for the database I have used MSSQL database. I've already started up the backend as well as the front end. So whenever I go to this localhost 4200, this is the landing page which it seems like. Okay, so first thing what happen is whenever I read out to this one, it will hit one API. Let me show this. Control-Shift-I, inspect, and here we can see all the APIs being hit. So if I move back over here and if I reload it once again, and if I go over here, you can see this, it's hit one API that is get all public articles. If I go to this one, here you can observe that no token is being passed into this API. And the response we are going to get all the articles which are published. So in this case, it means that this API is open for end users, like any user, whoever can come and access this API. Over here, we have multiple things. First thing, we have filters. So if I search for over here, like if I type Java, then all the articles whose category Java over here will be visible over here. If I try to remove this and if I try to search for Angular, and here you can see this, all the post corresponding to Angular is filtered out. By name, if I want to search by name. Okay, so let me just copy this one and cut it and paste it over here. Here you can see this. We can also search it by name. If I type questions, so it will show like this. If I try C, okay, so whenever we have nothing, then it will show nothing to show. Type C, so it means that C is also over here, and in all the names, anywhere C is there, then it will filter it out. So this is how filter works. Next thing what we have is, if I click on this, we can read the article, and over here we can also see when this article is published. So as I have published all the articles today only, so that's why it's showing the today's date. And here we can read this all by scrolling up and down, back and forth as per your requirement. Okay. Next thing what we have is, we have one option over here to change the themes. If I click on this, we have three different colors. So if I select this one, so now the color is changed. Here you can see the color for this one is also changed. If I try to change once again, so here you can see this one is also changed. Next thing, let's move back to this one. And after this, what we have is one login button. So if I click on this, here we have this Article Hub, the login pop-up. So here we have, you can see this /login is here. If I click on back, we will reroute it back to the landing page. This is the home screen. We can say that of our application. So click on this, and now let's log in with the admin. So admin@email.com and admin, just log in. And here we have the dashboard. So in this one, here we can see we have the options to close this one and open this navigation menu. Okay. After this, again, if you try to change the theme of this one, if I click on this, here you can see this, the buttons and everything is changed, as well as the header is also changed. So let me move back this one to blue. Okay. After this, we have one logout button. Whenever we click on this, we will be logged out. So if I copy this path, and what we are going to do is we are going to log out, and yes. When I logged out, now you can see this, we have already copied the path, right? So if I paste it and try to read out to this one directly, so it will not allow us to read out. Why? Because we have already implemented the path guard. It doesn't allow directly to read out to some other path without logging in, because we need the validation for that one. Okay. So here you can see this, if I pasted this path, but still we are going to the dashboard. You can see this, right? Okay. I'm going to show you everything from the scratch. So you just need to spend some time with us so that we can show you how exactly we can develop this and how to implement everything from the scratch. So let's log in once again. Okay. Just log in. After this, what we have is we have one option for the users. So when I click on this, here you can see this, we have three different users. We are logged in with admin@email.com, but that one is not visible over here. Why? Because that one is a super admin. Super admin, you cannot delete it. You cannot make any modification to that one, because if we delete all of the users, then we may lose the access to our own application. In that case, the application is designed in such a way that you can only delete the new users which are being added, not the existing user, that is the admin, that is a super user. Okay. So here we have multiple options into this one. So first and foremost is the filter one. So if I try to search for foo, here you can see this, we can search it. If I try to search by ABC, you can search it. We can also search by the abc@email.com. It means that by the email also you can search, or by the name also you can search. Okay. So here we have multiple options. First, to edit it. So if I click on this, we have foo and the email is foo@email.com. Password you cannot modify from here. So, and here the status is also there. Status plays an important role. Whenever this status is active, those users only can log in. Okay. So if I try to disable it, okay, so user updated successfully. Next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to log it out and try to log in with this foo. So I logged out, go over here, try with foo@email.com and foo, and click on login. Here you can see this, wait for admin approval. It means that you cannot log in without being approved. So I'm going to log in with the admin. Log in and move to users, and let's activate it. User updated successfully. Now we can log in with the foo. So without trying that, what we are going to do is we are going to add a new user. So add user, and over here what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one that is XYZ, and the email is yzx@email.com, and the password is again XYZ. And here you can see this. Now if I click on this add, it will add a new user successfully registered, but by default the status is inactive. So if I log out and if I try to log in by this one, yza@email.com. Why I have given the different name to these two, so that if I can show you XYZ, if I try to search, still this one is visible. And again, if I try to search by YZA, again we can search it. It means that whatever the filters we are using, we can be able to search by name as well as by the email. Okay. So let's make this one both the same. XYZ. Update it. And now here you can see this XYZ is over here. So now let's log out and try again with the XYZ. XYZ. Login. Wait for admin approval. It means that this one is not working as this one is not approved, right? So let's approve it. Go to users. Click on this one and activate. User updated successfully. Now log out. Yes. Now try with this. XYZ@email.com. XYZ and login. Now here you can see this. Now we are able to log in. So if I go to users, here you can see this. Now XYZ is not visible. Why? Because you cannot modify or deactivate yourself because you are already logged in. So how you can perform the operation on yourself, like activation stuff. So in that case, we won't be able to do it. That's the reason I haven't shown that over here. So the two records will not be visible. One's with which you are logged in, and the secondary stuff is the super user, that is the admin user. Those two records are not visible over here. If you observe, as I have told you, that the first API, that is to list the articles, that doesn't use any token. So now for whatever the users API we are using over here, if I go over here, so if I check this one, get all users, if I scroll down here, you can see this, we are passing one token. So what are the details in the token is? Let me just copy this one and let me show you quickly. JSON web token. This website you have to visit, that is JWT.io, and just clean this one and paste it. So if I paste it, here you can see this, the email is xyz@email.com and is deletable is true. So whoever is deletable is true, those records is only visible. And second thing is, that is issue date and time, and expiry date and time. So the issue date is what? It is 7:23 and the expiry time date time is 3:23. It means that total of 8 hours duration we have given for the token. It means that if you logged in and just left it for 8 hours without doing anything, then that token will be expired. You are automatically logged out. Okay, so these things we are going to show you how to develop this. You can set the time for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever time you feel like you can set it. Okay. Next thing is we have already shown this one, the edit action and the enable disable, and the filter is also working. After this, we have one category. In this category, we can add whatever the categories you want for the article. If you want to add a new category, you can add a new one. If you want to use the existing to publish your article, you can use the existing. You can also modify the existing category. So here we have Angular, HTML, Java, MySQL. So what I want is I want to change this Java to JavaScript or something else. So in this one, what I can do is simply go and paste Java 8. So if I update it, what it will does is this is updated over here, as well as whatever the articles which are published, it will be updated on that place also. So if I log out and go over here, here you can see this. Now the everything is category under the Java is now updated to Java 8. If you observe it, Java 8. So earlier it was Java. Okay. Now I have updated the category to Java 8. Now this one is Java 8. Now if I log in once again and let's move back to this one to Java, so that we can see if this one is working as expected or not. So go over here, go to category, click on this one and let's remove it and update it. Now log out and here you can see this. Now we have Java back in place. Okay, next thing what we are going to do is we are going to add one new, and over here we have also added the validation for the email is valid or not. Here you will see this. Whenever I type invalid email, this one is showing us the field is valid. Login. Next thing we have category. Now I'm going to add one new category, that is performance optimization, and click on add, and now here you can see this performance optimization is added. The new category is added. If you can also filter over here, that is HTML. If we try to search it, if we try to search as optimization, here you can see this one is working as expected. If we clear it out, then all the default, all the categories will be listed down. Now next thing what we have is we have to go to this article. So click on this one. And here you can see this, it's showing all the articles which are published, and only those articles which are published will be shown as in the free API. That is the open API. Okay, so whenever the user comes to our website, the home page or the landing page, there only all these articles whose status is published will be visible over here. So next thing over here, we can search by the filter as well. Again, if I type Java, all the things which contains Java will be visible over here. If I try to search for basic Java questions, so here you can see this. Now the filter is working as expected. Next thing is we have the option to edit the existing one if you want to. We can also view over here and we can also delete it. So I'm not going to delete any one for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new article. So this one will be performance optimization help. Okay, next thing what we're going to do is we are going to select for the category, that is performance optimization, and by default the status I'm going to put is a draft. Over here what we can do is we have this field where we can perform or we can play with the strings. We can, whatever the design we want to give, we can give it. Okay, so let me just quickly copy and paste some content so that we can play with it. So I have pasted this content. So what is performance optimization? There is most of the stuff like this thing. Okay, so next thing I'm going to select this one and select this and select the black color so that this one is changing. Why this didn't work? Okay, so this one is worked. Okay, next thing what we have is now if I want to make this one bold, so select this one and click on this bold. Now the text is bold. Next thing I want to change this one to italic, so selected this one and clicked on this, and here you can see this. Now the text is changed. After this, we have this text and I want to make this one underscore, so it will be underscore. In the same way, we have selected this one and click on this, and here you can see this one is discarded. If you want to put some highlighter that this you should not use, in this way you can use it. Next thing, we have the select this one and select double quotes, so it will show in its separate pointers. After this, if I click on this and if I select this one, then it will show as a code view. Whatever the code you want to show, you can show like this. After this, we have this header 1, header 2. So let's select this one, improve the data processing speed. So select this one and click on H1. So it will be transformed to H1. Okay, next thing, select these all stuff, select H2. This will be transformed to header 2. After this, we have some of the contents, like suppose we have first, second, third, fourth, fifth. If I want to put the pointers, the bullet points, so 1, 2, 3, like this. If you still want some more in a different way, so let's quickly remove this, and we need this in the bullet points. No numbering, just bullet points. So like this you can do. After this, if you want to change the text font also, so if I select this one, here we have the multiple options. For header 4, here you can see this, now the text is changed. Next thing, if I select this one, if you want to change the background color, so select this one and the background color is also changed. If you want to change the font for this one, so click on this one and select the monoscope. So now here you can see this, now the font is also changed. If you want to align, change the alignment, so select this one, click on this and select the center. Here you can see this, now this one is center aligned. Earlier it was left aligned. What is this? Okay, this is the text one. So let me quickly select this one and click on this and it will be formatted. Next thing we have is, okay, so let me show you this quickly. So we have this option if you want to change from the left to right orientation, so it will be done like this. If you want to move the text to rightwards, so click on this one and it will be moved to the right side. If you want to change this one to left, it will be done like this. So here, like this, you can play with the text, whatever the font, whatever the type of article you want to print, you can print. If you want to change the text colors and whatever the text you want, like this one, I want to change this one to red color. Okay, so let me do that. Here you can see this, now this one, the color for this one is changed. So let me quickly publish this, add this one. And now here you can see this, now the article is published. So if I try to view it, here you can see this, now the way I have written it is visible as same as the file which we have created. You can scroll up to the right and scroll up to the left, automatically adding the scroll bar for both the conditions. So you can see this, the status for this one is draft. So if I try to go to this one, localhost 4200, here you can see this one is not visible. Why? Because that one is in the draft status. So if I move back over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit it and let's quickly change the status to publish and update it. Now if I go back over here and reload it, and now here you can see this performance optimization help is visible over here. So click on this one and here you can read the article. Next thing what we have is we have to go over here and let's quickly add one article, one more, Java, and publish, directly publish, and this is for Java delete test. So in this one, again, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add it. Here you can see this, whenever I'm just again pasting it, the number is automatically being incremented, and just add it. So this one I have directly published. Okay, so it means that there is nothing you have to publish once again. Okay, so here you can see this, now Java delete test. Here you can see this, whatever the text which we have added is visible over here, and the published on date is also updated. So if I close this and if I move back over here, now I'm going to delete this one. So if I click on this delete, it will ask for your confirmation. Are you sure you want to delete Java delete test article? I said no, then in that case everything will be same. If I select yes, then it will be deleted. Article deleted successfully. If I go back over here and reload it, now here you can see this, now that article delete one is gone, and over here also it's not visible. Next thing what we have is we have a help section. So if I click on this, Here we will have help, and for any query, the email ID of the admin is visible. So you can change the email as per your requirement. Okay, so next thing what we have is we have one close and the open option, and we have this dashboard. So that's all for this one. From the next video onwards, I'm going to show you how to develop this step by step. So please subscribe, like, and share with your friends, and comment in the comment section whatever the new projects you want.